You love anime openings, I love anime openings, your grandma loves anime openings. Literally everybody loves a banger anime opening. And because of that, it's not even surprising that some anime openings are extremely popular, to say the least. But which anime openings are the most popular, or the most iconic, or whatever, or the most well-known anime openings of all time? That's the question, or those are the questions that I'm gonna attempt to answer in this top 10 video. That's right, we are watch mojoing this list. Oh man, I can't wait to trigger some people, but so yeah, I basically searched through the internet and basically chose 10 openings for which I believe are the most well-known slash the most iconic slash the most popular, and then I decided to rank them, like hard rank them. So yeah, I do expect to trigger a lot of people, and please feel free to go in the comments below and basically say your ranking, how you would rank, or maybe add some openings, or maybe not have some openings that have on this list. And while down there, why not click on the like button? It really do helps get this video to a wider audience, and maybe press the subscribe button, I don't know, for more anime shenanigans. I could have easily gone maybe with the top 15 or top 20 list, but I decided the top 10, so it's a bit more searchable. So yeah, there are of course a lot of openings that didn't make the cut that I would personally love to put here. For example, Departure from Hunter x Hunter, or Colors from Code Geass, both extremely iconic and extremely well-known anime openings. But I decided to start off this list with the number 10 spot, which is the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood opening one again. Now, I mean, we all heard it, come on, we all heard it. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, one of the most popular shows out there, the highest rated show on my anime list. Like, of course, people heard this opening, and honestly, it's a banger, and yeah. But the only reason why it's not higher on the list, well, it might as well could be, is that while it is extremely popular with the anime community, I don't feel that a lot of I guess normies out there heard of this opening or even watched the show, of course. While all the other series on this list are pretty, I don't dare say mainstream, but the openings at least are, I guess, part in the meme cultures and everything. But yeah, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood definitely, I feel like, deserves a number 10 spot on this list. And now, right after this, we go to the number 9 spot, which is Crossing Field by Lisa, of course, the first opening of Sword Art Online. This is where we get to triggering people. This is why I actually said that this is not a like top 10 list of best openings, although credit where credit is due, this opening is a banger. But yeah, just like I said a couple of minutes before, Sword Art Online was way more mainstream than Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, or even the original Full Metal, or the Full Metal Alchemist series in general. So that's why I feel that a lot more people out there know about Sword Art Online opening. And of course, because yeah, in the anime community, Sword Art Online was extremely popular. The opening itself is extreme banger. I listen to it regularly, like I have to admit. And yeah, that's why I feel it deserves the spot above Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And every time when there's like a top 10 best anime openings or one of the greatest anime openings of ever list, Sword Art Online opening always manages to squeeze its way through. So yeah, I do feel that it is, because of that, a bit more popular than the Brotherhood opening. But moving along to number 8, we have another, I guess, one of newer show. I believe this is the newest show, which is One Punch Man opening 1, The Hero. Moving along with the same trend with Sword Art Online, One Punch Man was huge. I mean, I know people that don't even watch anime or watch the Dragon Ball or Digimon or something that have watched One Punch Man, at least the first season. So yeah, it's one of the biggest anime out there. A lot of people, like, who are not even, like I said, in the anime community, know about it. And of course, the that everybody knows it. Everybody, those first 5 seconds of the opening, I believe everybody knows, and I mean, for a good reason. I mean, I can say this for every opening on this list is a true banger. But yeah, like I said, everybody knows the One Punch Man opening. Everybody knows One Punch Man. It's one of the biggest shows out there, so yeah, it deserves to be here. And now let's move along to a couple of, I guess, childhood shows that people have grew up with. So at number 7, we have Naruto Shippuden opening 16 silhouette. And honestly, I could have also picked Bluebird, the third opening of Naruto Shippuden, to be on here, but I feel like opening 16 was, I guess, a bit more of a meme, especially thanks to Filthy Frank and his like Naruto opening parody. So I do feel like it's a bit more recognizable, but you could also put Bluebird or any other popular Naruto opening because there are so many of them. But yeah, Naruto was 100% was gonna be on this list. Again, I decided to put it before Brotherhood, Sword Online, and One Punch Man because, well, a lot of people grew up with the show of Naruto and have stick to watching it. So of course, like when they see a meme of like the newest opening, they would of course recognize it. And again, like opening 16 and again opening 3 are one of the most popular or the most popular Naruto openings and one of the most popular Naruto openings. One of the most popular anime openings out there. So I guess you can take this as bundle. You can either pick 16 or Bluebird. They're equally there in my eyes, but I do personally prefer opening 16, and I believe again it's a bit more of a me, a bit more out there if you ask me. But yeah, moving along this shonen childhood trend kind of part of the list, we have Chala Head Chala from Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z, come on, there are millions, tens of millions of people who grew up with Dragon Ball Z, and of course, Dragon Ball Z in and of itself is so extremely mainstream that everybody knows about the Dragon Ball, so of course Dragon Ball openings has to be on the list. But now you may be wondering, why is it only at number 5? What? While Chala Head Chala was the opening for the Japanese version and also a lot of international versions, my personal localization also had a cover from Chala Head Chala, so I'm so glad I grew up with that opening. But America, for example, they had Rock the Dragon playing as the opening for every episode, so not a lot of people not a lot of guest normies who grew up with Dragon Ball know about this opening, so that's why I can't put it above all of the other ones. Top 6, Chala Head Chala. If it was, I guess, more widely available to the American audience, which is a huge audience for or fan base of Dragon Ball, I guess it would be a bit more up there. Again, it's not. I'm not saying that nobody knows about Chala Head Chala. I'm just saying that compared to like the next entry, a lot less people know about it. Speaking of the next entry, now actually entering the top 5, it's Pokemon theme. Do I need to explain it? Now, when I said everybody knows and loves anime openings, and including your grandma and grandpas and uncles, this is what I mean. I don't think there is a person alive who hasn't heard a version of the Pokemon theme. Like, Pokemon is one of the biggest IPs out there. People grew up with it. This theme is a banger, not gonna lie, it's f***ing awesome. It's simple and it evokes a 10-year-old child in you. It basically time travels you back to your childhood every time you hear it, and it's literally impossible. Like, it's the law of physics that dictates that you cannot listen to this opening without singing along. After saying all of that, why is it at number 5? Well, because although Pokemon is so extremely popular, compared to Dragon Ball, I think that people think of Pokemon more of a cartoon. Although, like, the term anime has become so widespread and people now know the difference between anime and cartoon, I still feel like people, at least subconsciously, categorize it as a cartoon. Like, when you say top 10 anime openings, you like start, One Punch Man, Sword Art Online, even Dragon Ball, Naruto, but Pokemon, it takes some time to get into your head. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense. I feel like I'm making sense. But yeah, like Pokemon, again, the only reason, because this is the most, like, the top 10 most iconic, most well-known anime openings, I feel like this is the perfect spot, like breaking into top 5, but not like the first one, because this is arguably maybe the most well-known, but still, again, it's not completely associated to anime, if you get me. I feel like I explained it pretty well, I feel. But yeah, moving along to number 4. At number 4, this might be a controversial pick, I don't know. At number 4, I decided to choose The World, which is the Death Note first opening. Why? Well, because first of all, again, I believe that Death Note is the most popular, the most like well-known anime. Like I said, Pokemon, a lot of people like, oh, Pokemon, a video game, cartoon, oh, is it an anime? But when you say Death Note, oh, that's that hardcore anime, right? Like, everybody knows Death Note. Both, honestly, openings are quite bangers, but I do feel like The World, I actually saw it being more popular on the interwebs when I did some of my research. So yeah, I decided to put it above the second one, and again, it's Death Note. Like, Death Note in itself is extremely popular. A lot of people, again, even not necessarily anime fans, watched it. So yeah, Death Note definitely deserves to be on the top 4 list of the greatest anime openings of all time. And now we are entering the top 3. Honestly, with the rankings of top 3, these were the first 3 that came to my mind. These are the first 3 openings that came to, I believe, anyone's minds of like top 10 most popular anime openings ever, or most iconic, whatever. With that being said, number 3, we have Gurren no Yumiya by Link Horizon, which is of course the Attack on Titan first ever opening. You can't lie. Like, when you hear those first German phrases of this opening, you're ready to destroy the dance floor. Like, you're singing along. Don't lie, you know the exact words of the opening. Although you don't even speak Japanese, you know how it goes. A hugely popular series, but when it first came out, this opening was everywhere. Memes were everywhere. Like, again, non-anime fans were talking about this anime, and in general were making memes or talking about the opening as well. So yeah, like, again, I don't think anyone has anything to say that this opening doesn't deserve to be on the list. This is not like the best opening ever, although it's a real banger, but you also have stuff like Sasageo, the second season opening. But again, the second season was not as popular as first season, and this like anime opening has just become rooted in the anime community as one of the most iconic anime openings ever made. But yeah, with that being said, we are entering the number 2 spot. Honestly, the number 2 pick, I wanted to first put it number 1, but I just couldn't for obvious reasons. You'll see why. But number 2 pick is... We all know the Oshietel. We all know the first words of the opening. When you hear it, instant depression, instantly channeling the inner Kaneki. You're edgy teen all over again. Even if you haven't watched Tokyo Ghoul, you know the opening. Even if you haven't watched anime, you know this opening. That's how huge it is. Big meme, extremely popular anime, a real banger of a song. Honestly, I don't have much to say. Again, I wanted to put it at number 1 because I think that it's such a big meme of this opening. Maybe not anymore as much it was, but back in the day, again, similar to Attack on Titan, what was I believe Tokyo Ghoul came out in 2015. It was huge, like, it was everywhere, and still it's one of the most searched for anime openings ever. And for a long time, it was the most searched for anime opening on the internet. So yeah, number 2 anime opening, no question about it. But now we enter the top 1, the best, or arguably both the best and the most popular anime opening of all time. I don't think I need even to say it. You probably knew it ever since you clicked on the title. It's of course Ghoul's Angel Pieces from Neon Genesis Evangelion. That's right, Neon Genesis Evangelion. If you're surprised with this entry, then what the fuck? Ghoul's Angel Pieces is basically the anthem of anime. Like, you think of anime opening, at least I do, the first thing that comes to mind is Cruel's Angel Thesis. Evangelion, one of the most influential anime out there, and it's still extremely huge. Yeah, again, an opening that's just perfection. It perfectly captures everything about the show. It's a banger of a song. I am pretty sure it's a cardinal crime and against the Geneva Conventions to skip this opening when you watch Evangelion. That's how big it is. That's a fact. Look it up. So yeah, like, again, with these top 3, I don't think anybody should have any problems with it. These are one of the biggest anime openings. Again, Evangelion, one of the biggest anime, one of the most influential ones as well, deserves the spot of the number 1 most popular, most iconic, most well-known anime opening, in my opinion. Oh, but yeah, so this was my top 10 of, again, for the 10th time, the top 10 most iconic, memorable, known, well-known, whatever openings, most popular anime openings out there. Like I mentioned, like Pokemon could probably be close to top 3, but again, I'm talking about anime openings, like specifically like openings that, you know, that are associated with anime and anime community, like, oh, but you know, like I said, with Pokemon, I think a lot of people associate with, oh, childhood cartoon, oh, this nice card game, you know, when we played the Game Boy game and everything, it's like, not necessarily like first thing like, oh, Pokemon team, oh, anime, oh, I love anime, yeah, but like when you hear Unravel, when you hear Anime, when you hear Cruel Angel Thesis, you're like, oh yeah, that's anime. Again, I hope I didn't trigger a lot of people. Like I said, if you have a different list, put it down there, or if you don't like with some of their placements, keep it civil and civilly mention it in the comments below. If you want to go and give the video a like, subscribe for more anime shenanigans, all that YouTube says. And yeah, in the end, as always, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope I see you in another one. Stay strong, guys.